Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to day 19 and page 17 of our 31 days of journaling January. My major extravaganza this year of a maxi series to show you how to build a photo journal. And you could use absolutely anything, but it just so happens I'm using photos of my trip to Atlanta last year to the Create 4 Experience of a Lifetime from Anna Griffin, where I went to teach 6 classes. Now, our pages today are probably the most elaborate pages that we're going to make for the journal. So if you have enjoyed it so far, I'm hoping today will sort of push your ideas and creativity just that little bit further. Now we're going to use 4 photographs. We're going to use 2 of me teaching, and we're going to use 2 of the actual class and attendees. So I'm thinking, because this is my own personal journal showing my experience, it's kind of like, you know, very, I won't say emotional. It just makes me so happy to see these photos again because I know what a good time we had in class. If you ever think about going to Create, don't hesitate, you must go, because it was just, for the attendees, it was just mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing for me and I was a teacher, but for the attendees, wow, you would have such a good time. Okay, so on with our page. Everything I do use I shall put in a list on my blog. We're building up to a very long list at the end. If I can't remember what I use, I will be honest and try and just give you the item name, or at least photos or details of how you can find it. A lot of things that aren't Anna Griffin, might not be still available. So then it'll be down to you, just kind of like think, oh, well, what could I use instead? Because so many people do have lots of journaling stamps. Now, for this page, it is just all Anna Griffin nearly. There's a couple of stamps that aren't. They're from my own personal collection. However, the rest, all the papers are from the Lila collection. From Anna Griffin, and the Lila collection we used last year at Create in my class, so I felt it was very apt that we stuck with that. So what I'm going to do is I've got 2 backing papers from the Perfect Palette collection from Anna Griffin. Now I've got double-sided tape on the back of them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one of them down and just add it on one of the pages, and then the second one, what I've got is one of the fancy French frame dies I've cut out in the Lila cardstock, and I've folded it in half. I've used my bone folder to make sure I've got a nice sharp crease, and I've also got double-sided tape on the back of it. So on this sheet of cardstock, what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel the back of the tape away, and this is just normal, general, double-sided tape. I'm going to add our die cut just to the edge, like that. And just so it folds over. I'm going to peel away the tape I've got on the back of the die cut, and I'm going to add the base of our page. Okay, so that's something just a little bit different for the start of our page. Now for this page, we're going to go back to this one, and I've got another piece of cardstock to build up onto our page. And I've also cut out one of the Easy Easel brackets. Now, my class, we were making easel cards. So we used the fancy French frame dies. We used the Easy Easel dies. And we're going to create an effect on this page of something like an easel for one of the photos. So we're going to just take away the tape on the back, and then I'm going to add, if I can make sure I get it right, we're going to add our easel. So what I've done is I've got tape on the back of one side, and it's going to be that side. There we go. Sorry, I know, I did this in class. So I need to just make sure I get it in the right position before I stick it down, because I want my photo to be able to sit nicely to the edge. And I think that's kind of about right there. So I'm going to fold the top section over to stick to the base of our cardstock, and then I'm going to add our piece of card onto our page. Now, the more our journal fills up, the more that page sticks up with all the pages underneath it. So I'm just hoping you can see. So we've already got the score lines in the easel bracket, and now where I've just folded that, I'm going to add some tape on this section, and I'm going to be using this photo like that. So I'm simply going to add tape at the bottom of the score like this, and add it at that section there. I can peel the top of the tape away, and I'm going to add the photo over the top like that. There we go. So that gives us, I know it's very difficult to see, but on the back of it, it gives us that easel movement. So if I press it down, and then you'll see it from the back like that. So where it's stuck. So then that in turn will either stand up or flip over. So that's the first of our photos on that side. Now the second photo we'll put towards the bottom, and I'll add it to the corner. I want to kind of add it roughly in line with the one on the easel bracket, like that, so that when it folds up, they're both just kind of over each other, like that. Now I'm going to turn that away for now, and I'm going to just continue with the rest of this page. I've taken the fancy French frame die, and I've cut out one of the floral papers in the lilac kit, and I've just trimmed it so that I've got the edge of the paper, and I'm going to just add it to the edge of our page. And I've also got a little sentiment that I've stamped, and it says, "Precious memories, a moment lasts all of a second, but a memory lives on forever." And I just think that's so perfect for the day, well, for the event. And I'm going to add that underneath the easel photo. I've also got just a little flower that I've cut out, and I'm thinking that I'm going to add that just to one side of my sentiment that I've stamped, and then my photo can flip over and stand up. It's completely up to you. Now we can turn our attention to the other side. So we've already added our little flip of the frame. So for the base of the page,
I've taken some of the cardstock that we used from the class where we made a shaped easel card, and again from the Lila collection, and I've cut it just so it fits across the centre of the page like that. I've also got 2 strips of cardstock, and they can go across the page to the bottom, and I've got one for the top as well. So it's all about combining all the different papers that we've got in our stash. You don't have to use the Lila, but I just thought it worked so well with everything we've done. Now I've got my 2 photos that I want to add on the page. So I'm thinking that I'm going to add them like that. I think one above the other would be great. And then we can add a couple of embellishments and just kind of bring it all together. So we've got one photo, we'll put that, I would say, in that corner like that. There we go. And then we've got our second photo, all of the people enjoying themselves in the class, happy, and boy did we have loud classes. They could hear us downtown and it was great. Absolutely great. So now we've got some embellishments that we can add. And I've got to be honest, these are from my own collection of definitions. There is something about definitions I love. I love definition stamps, definition stickers, definition rub-ons. Quite hard to get hold of because I don't know why. I don't know why companies don't do them. I just love them. I got these quite a long time ago, sent for them from the States actually, because they were just, that's the only place I could get them. Now I've got 4 definitions: inspire, remember, memories, create. And underneath the actual stamped word, it gives you the definition of the words. And I'm thinking we're going to go create first, and then inspire, then remember, and then memories, like that. And I'm just going to move that one along a little bit, don't want it to stick out too much. And that's that side finished. The only thing I've got left to do is add just a handwritten embellishment that I've created, and it says, we had such fun in the class and we made the most beautiful easel cards using the Lila collection and easel dies. And it's true, we did have such fun in the class. Now I'm going to add that to, I think, this page, just above the photo, and put it in the middle so that I can see that when I move my photo, and it's just such a pretty page. And we've got the easel playing part for our photo. We've got our fancy French frame dies that go with what we used. Our words just that inspire us to remember. And wow, what can I say? I had the best time. I know I've said that, but I really did. And I just hope that my pages are capturing that and that you're enjoying it. So please let me know. Now tomorrow we're going to move on to something my hubby did while he was there. So that was quite exciting for him. Not the really exciting day that he had, but it's just something that he did during the day on the Friday. So I hope you can join me tomorrow for our next pages, and I hope you are enjoying it. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you tomorrow.